Hello, Rajneet. Hello, Ranjan. Welcome to this session and thanks for being on the call today. My name is Gaurav Saxena. I'm the Managing Director of Contentserv India Private Limited, and here today to speak with you and collect your inputs about your association with Contentserv.
Hi, thanks, Gaurav. Thanks for inviting us for this session. I'm really looking forward to have good discussion about things which we have to discuss. So that's a good opportunity for us also.
Thanks, Gaurav, for inviting us, and really would love to talk more about our association and what we're doing and how we're leveraging the solution. But before that, let me introduce myself. I am Ranjan Sharma, the CIO and head of supply chain for Bestseller India. Been with the organization for a little more than about 10 years and been in retail for more than about 2 decades. So that's more about me. Rajneet, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. So I am brand head for brand Selected. So we have 8 brands in India. So Selected is one of them. I've been with this brand for last 3 years. I have spent 11 years in bestsellers, been working with different brands. So this is the fourth brand I've recently working with in bestsellers. So yeah.
Who is bestseller? How would you define bestseller?
So bestseller is a Danish fashion company. So the this company is also the third largest retailer in Europe. So bestseller is present in Europe, almost all countries except couple of countries, and it's very big in China. They have started their operations in USA also recently in wholesale business, and they have moved their wholesale business to Canada also, and they have started their business in Australia also. In India, we have started in 2008, and it's 2022 now. So we have 8 brands now in India. So the brands are very strong. The brands like Jack and Jones, Paramoda, Only Selected. Then we have introduced 4 more brands: JJ Junior, Only Kids, Paramoda High Scenery. So as a company, it's present for last 14 years now, and it's present across a lot of cities in India. And wherever we are present, we are like one of the top 3 brands in each of the channels we are present. So we are present in channels like exclusive business outlets. We are present in channels like Shop in Shop, which are like our partners, channel like Shopper Stop, Lifestyle, and local partners. And then we have a great presence in online business also. And we do have our own websites also for each of the brands. And workforce wise, we are more than 3,000 people. It includes the store count also. So this is about bestseller, uh, like in nutshell. Do you really want me to like go into details, or this would be enough like to have a summary of it?
No,
I
I think
think,
I think I'll add a couple of more things, and then
yeah,
they should be good enough. Yeah. So Bestseller was founded in 1975, and it's been a long time since we've expanded over the globes, more than in 38 countries across the globe. Strong markets. India, as Rajneet said, we've been doing almost every channel that you can talk of for any brand, international brand, and the uniqueness that we brought into the country was more around where all international brands first went into the franchisee channel. We said, no, we will run our own retail. And we started with our exclusive business outlets. And we have a very, very strong network of exclusive business outlets of about 250 plus. And being available in more than 200 cities across the country uh, through different channels. Not to mention, we are available across all the cities and towns in the country through our own and the partner e-commerce channels as well. So that's a very, very large presence that we have managing all these 8 to 9 brands that Rajni talked about. Very, very powerful in their each category. And we are primarily positioned more in the premium segment with Jack and Jones, Veramoda, Only and Selected, and Jack and Jones Juniors and Only Kids. But now we have introduced, got into value brands through a partner ecosystem, which is in product, iScenery, and JDY.
and please share with us why have you chosen Contentserv as a solution provider?
So let me go with that. So while we started looking at started going great into our e-commerce business and our online business. We started with a partner e-commerce business, and content was becoming the king over a period of time. We realized, so we had a partner who we started working with, and they were learning on their way, on their journey of building the solution. But then in the meantime, they got acquired, and they were in a position that they could not offer us their services anymore to us because they moved into something else. And then we started evaluating, and we looked at almost every possible solution on earth, which was in this space. And we found a very good fit with Contentserv because it suited our requirements, one, in terms of what we needed and how we wanted to deliver. The thought process was very, very similar, where we could look at the whole fashion business in the same way, a lot of focus on the fashion business. And then the other big piece was the support and the development center that's there in Pune, which was a huge advantage for us, because we found that was a great way to work together, because this is a space which is ever evolving. It's something that we are learning every day as we are growing as businesses and as service providers. It's the same thing. So hence we wanted to choose a partner who could work with us in this journey to be able to deliver whatever we needed, not for today alone, but also for the future needs that were arising. Rajniti would want to add.
Yeah, so I totally agree with Ranjan, because from the business point of view, like brands, they always want flexibility and the ease of functioning. And the objective was very clear from the brand side to the IT team, that we need a system which is very flexible to our own needs, because it's kind of becoming a little bit of complex in terms of business, because we work around so many channels, and it's very different and very flexible system we do need, because the business is also increasing. So we had seen other systems also, but then when Ranjan also came to us, like, this is one of the best system we have seen, and you should see us also. Then as brands, we decided to look on this system also, and I'm really happy we have chosen this, because this has given us a lot of things what we wanted to do, and the team is really very supportive and very flexible. We have made so many changes to the system, which I think CS team has never done before. So that's kind of new things also to them, but they've been able to deliver it in a very good way, and we are very happy to use it actually, because I was very doubtful about the complexities and the variety we wanted to have, the flexibility in each of the systems. That way we are kind of very different people as a team in Bestseller. So that was a good decision. I am really happy now that we took the right decision after assessing so many systems and choosing Contentserv as our partner.
Thank you for your views and kind words. What are your most significant benefits that you have achieved after choosing the solution or the product?
So from business side, I just want to compare the scenario before we were not working with Contentserv, and now we are working with Contentserv. So the main problem was with the data bank. So the images, there are so many teams which are using the images after the shooting of images. But then if you see, each of the individual were keeping the data bank within their own laptop, maybe with the hard drive, and as someone is leaving, you don't have data. And if someone needs data on the same day, you don't have it, because either you have missed it or you have placed it somewhere where there is no access. You can access the data. So that was a very big issue. And then there are so many reports we always wanted to look at from business point of view, like even uh, HODs want to see it, even brand heads want to see it, even B&M heads want to see it. The top 50 styles by volume, the top 50 styles by quantity, the top selling styles. So we never had that kind of support in terms of any system. We were working on a very basic system where we were only keeping images. So once we had started working in Contentserv, so the biggest change what we have seen is we have like collated all the data. So all now we can see all the images on the same page, and we can see the content on the same page. We can see the attributes and all other things related to uh, picture information management system. So that's good to see. It's very easy to assess also. and then a lot of reports can be made upon that. Like, so that's the second phase we are doing. So it's become very easy. So I can see a lot of things which our teams were doing. They were spending a lot of time in finding out the data from their laptop. I don't know where they have kept it in the mails. They have to find it again and again. So it's saving a lot of time. It's also saving a lot of once it's saving time and also saving a lot of energy of the teams also. Like now they are able to focus on other things which earlier they were not able to do it. So that's the kind of support we have got after implementing this system from the business side. From the IT side, Ranjan can tell if we have changed anything from the IT side.
No, I think very well summed up, Rajneet, because the business benefits have been immense, and having one single system to do many more things in terms of the flexibility to be able to generate content, and as we grow, the biggest benefit that we foresee is this content is going to get generated by multiple people, not just people within our own team, but there will be our vendor ecosystem who would also be contributing a lot to this content. There will be partner ecosystems which will be consuming this content, and different kinds of partner ecosystem, not only the online space, because now this data, the information is uh, uh, no more just limited to the online businesses, but it is becoming a much more needed nuance in every shape and form in every business, and hence being able to generate that data and being able to deliver that data to any partner into any of the online or offline businesses, and be able to at a later date, each of their partners will have their own needs, and be able to customize it to their needs is the key thing. And I think that's where, though this is all of this is the phase two that we are already working on, we've seen a very good fit in terms of moving towards it, and that seems really possible now, which we always needed.
Thank you. What are the bigger gains that you have seen for business on your side?
So already summed up few things, but the if you ask me couple of good things, what we have gained after implementation of the system is one. Now we are very sure we have the data for last 4 seasons, because we always keep images for 4 seasons. So earlier, I cannot tell with 100% confident that we have the data. Now I can tell, go into the system and tell everyone in the company that now we have the data. We have the proof that we have the data. This is the biggest thing what we have achieved after implementation of this thing. Second, easy access to reports and take good decision based on reports. Earlier, we were not able to do that because at phase two, what Ranjan was also saying, that we would be able to do a lot of things in phase two also, which would also automate the image information to different set of systems, be it our internal websites, or be it our internal reporting, or maybe the data coming from outside of the system. So we would be able to take the right call to take the right set of with the right set of information, and that would definitely improve the business success factor by a lot. I don't know how much, but definitely it would. We will start checking it once we are through with phase two. But I'm very sure. So this would be one of the most significant steps. What we would see increase in taking better, increased efficiency. Actually, I would say because if you have data, you have right images, the content is right, and you are saying what is doing good for you by getting data from partners. So that will help you take better decisions, because data is the king, I would say. And it's retail. The decisions which you make based on data always helpful and saves you a lot of money also actually while making right kind of decisions at right time. So these are the two things I would say are the biggest things we have achieved after implementation of the system.
Anjan, anything you like to add here?
No, also I think just a small thing that I wanted to add, as Rajneet very rightly said, data is the king now, and data is the new oil, as the saying goes. So what is becoming critical is how you disseminate that data to get the right information, uh, to be able to make faster decisions. That capability we are building, and this is going to be a huge input into that entire ecosystem. And what is becoming important is the customer journey is now demanding a lot of content and a lot of transparency into information into in terms of the product, and that is one capability that we are looking forward to build with this solution, which is going to empower the customer to be able to get information by himself rather than going to a store person and seeking information. So we are enabling the customer to be able to get information, make his own inferences, and we be able to judge and do things that we were not able to do earlier. So free up a lot of our time of our people to be able to do better job.
Thank you. To summarize, what would be the next step that you would like us to accomplish together?
So I think the biggest journey, we've just started the journey, a very initial stage of the journey. But I think the next big step that we need to work together to is to be able to uh, add different channels and different sources of bringing in this data, uh, and different channels where we are able to deliver this data back, allow people and partners the flexibility to be able to add their own set of data, because we might have one set of data or information that we would capture today, but there will be some partner who will have their own nuances, and they might want to be able to add their own set of informations on top of this and be able to leverage this data in a different shape and form. Being able to create that kind of an ecosystem where they do not end up creating another system to be able to do this, rather than leverage our system to be able to take the data from us and be able to add into our system itself to be able to deliver a good data into their systems and their own ecosystem is the next big step that we see. uh, Definitely the integration with the and automation of the data flow itself and the and the workflows will be a huge an immense benefit to our own organization, as well as the partner ecosystem where we leverage this information. And the partner ecosystem is becoming complex every day. So being able to create those flexibilities and run with those flexibilities where each partner is able to handle the set of information the way they want it. That's the next big step that we foresee in this journey. Though it's very early days, but we definitely are seeing a lot of traction which are coming in this direction, that we would also want to pursue, and this is for sure is the next big thing that we would want to embark upon.
Rajneet, anything to add from your end?
Yeah, so rightly said what Ranjan has said. So if you see a lot of partners and lot of brands are also trying to implement these kind of systems, but they're still, I think, couple of years behind us what we are doing in IT as an organization, maybe more. I assume at least 2 3 years, but Ranjan is the right person to tell where they lag. So they are also trying a lot of things. So it's very important, like what we are doing as an organization internally, syncing a lot of data together so that uh, we would like to have a very good, strong IT system, which have been for last few years. So always keeping future in mind, we keep on innovating in our IT infrastructure. So it's very important as a next step, like our partners should also understand that we would definitely like to show also our IT capabilities uh, and we want them to be in our ecosystem so that it's 360-degree linked with both internal and external systems so that the data flow is very smooth. So that would be the next big step for us, so that everyone in the system is on the same page, not using different systems. Because what I have learned in last 10 years, if you are putting, so I am not an IT person, but still after so many discussions, like if you keep on building one system over another and another, and if it's not syncing, then it's always difficult to have the end result. So it's always like Ranjan and his team is very clear about what we want to do as an IT organization, and we definitely want to have that information to give it to our partners also, so that they are in sync with us. And definitely, because if it's sync, then the business would definitely grow. It should be in sync. So that would be the next big step what we want to achieve as an organization.
Thanks a lot for sharing your insights and your views. Anything you like to add before we wind up?
No, I think pretty much looks good, Gaurav. I think the evolution is the name of the game. Is what I keep saying, and it's all about innovating, coming up with newer ideas, and bouncing back with each other, and having the flexibility to be able to explore those ideas, whichever way it comes. Either it comes from Contentserv and you learning from so many of your own partners, or your customers that you work with today, bringing those ideas to us, and similarly we generating a lot more ideas which we can bounce off with you guys, and then work together to be able to make sense out of that idea, and convert that into some actionable, which helps us improve our businesses, run our businesses better. That's the key, and I think having that flexibility is the utmost importance, I think, and that kind of a partnership is what is going to be needed, which I'm sure we've been able to do that so far, and we will surely be able to run that in future as well.
For sure.
Yes, to summarize, Gaurav, so I would say a couple of things. Like one is like what, so flexibility, totally agreed. Because if you see in last few years, lot many things have changed, and we have spoken to lot many partners which were not very flexible, and they were very adamant that this is the right kind of technology and platform we are providing to lot many big names in the world. But then when it comes to technology, my personal viewpoint is like it should be flexible to that organization only. So if you ask me, I won't consider that if it's a good platform for other brands, it would be a good platform for us too also. So the kind of flexibility and support uh, we have got from your team also, and looking into future things also and the future needs also. That's great. And that's the kind of partnership we are looking for. Otherwise, you won't see any innovation in the technology, especially in retail, because I think for retail industry, because it's not an IT industry, so you don't see a lot of innovation unless until you tweak it to different things. And Ranjan, I've been to different seminars. I think maybe we are the most innovative company in the retail brands across world, because we keep on thinking as per our needs. That's otherwise you won't be able to see innovation. I think you would agree, because the kind of stuff we have told you to make it for us, I think no one has ever told you. And you have also started thinking differently. Okay, this can also be done. So that's what I think actually. That's a good support from your side also, that you had never said no. So it's beneficial for both of us from innovation kind of stuff.
Thanks a lot for your time today and sharing your thoughts with us.